Hey everybody, how you doing tonight? Hopefully you are enjoying the wrap up of almost the first week of Creators 30. Everybody out there getting their creating groove on, hopefully leveling up your skill set. And I think it's a key part with business. You're always evolving your skill set. You're learning, you're growing, you're bringing in lessons learned. And if you don't bring in the lessons that you've learned, you're likely to repeat them. So, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Liz Marasco, and I've owned my own event and marketing agency for a little over 17 years now. And we started off with big events offline and grew into doing custom publications for clients, and it has been an incredible journey. I'm very blessed, and even right now I'm pivoting and learning and growing. But I will tell you, during that 17 years I had a lot of lessons learned. So I'd love to know from you, have you had some lessons that you've learned through your business? Hey, Polly Once a Crafter, hope you're doing good tonight. Thanks for swinging by. I know that I have, and we're going to talk about that in just a minute here. But if I literally started rolling through all of the lessons, we'd be here for a very, very long time. So, yeah, so hello to Elizabeth and Robin. I don't know who Robin is, but maybe Robin's in the chat. Well, hello, Robin. I hope you're doing well. So, as I was saying, it's all about being willing to learn and grow from your lessons. So, a couple things that I've experienced is just getting into that flow of connecting with the right people. And sometimes when you're in business, you're going to meet people that you absolutely love. And they may have a variety of different skill sets, but at the same time, sometimes those people that you would love to work with don't have the skill set or the ambition to go where you're going. And a while ago, I had heard Gary Vaynerchuk. He was talking about, when you own your own company, just know that people that work there are not as invested into the company as you are, right? So that's important to always keep in mind, that if you're working on your own business and you're bringing in help, there's a difference between when you're the owner of the company versus somebody that's coming in working. And yeah, there absolutely can be some moments of people that love working in your industry, at your business, they love it. But when you own the company, the difference is a lot of it relies on you. So it's important to keep this in mind, because, as I was saying, you're going to run into people that you love, that you like, but they might not be the right fit for a position. So that was one of my obstacles. I would say a failure that I've learned to overcome was, number one, hiring people that maybe didn't have the skill set or the drive to go acquire that skill set, and then just being in a standstill as if tasks that I wanted to have accomplished couldn't be accomplished. So it's important, I think, to make sure that you have the right team supporting you and doing different things, but realizing they're not going to have the same passion about projects as you might. Building off of that, one of the number two thing, actually, this is probably number one of the biggest failures that I made, especially at the beginning, was trying to do it all on my own and not delegating, not finding the right match of people to fill positions that had specific tasks that had to be done. So I think it serves as a reminder, even for ourselves as business leaders, is know your skill set, know what you're really good at, and where you need help filling in some of those blanks so that you can focus on what you're passionate about. And then you bring the people that hopefully you like them, but they are also equipped with the skill set to do some of those other tasks that you don't have time for, or that you don't enjoy as much, or are simpler and could be handled by somebody else. So that works. If it's somebody that doesn't have the skill set, you can definitely bring them in and train them. But, word of caution, there's a learning curve, so you've got to be willing to support that learning curve and be encouraging. But that person also has to have that drive, that desire to go do that. And this did happen specifically with one writer that I had working for our publication. She was a fantastic writer. She was great. She wanted some additional work and opportunities, so I gave her an opportunity for sales, but it never fruitioned. It just wasn't her thing, and I don't think she was willing to go listen to Zig Ziglar and get motivated mindsets on her own. It was something that she wanted to have. I don't know. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't the right fit. She was perfect for writing and editing and things along that line, but the selling part, not so much. So understand that. And then that way you can embrace people that you bring in for the skill sets that they have, and then fill in the gaps with people that have the talent or are willing to go acquire that talent. And let's face it, in today's day and age, you can get almost any talent that you want, but are you willing to go invest that time? And some people just aren't, especially on their own. They're not. So you've got to figure that out. But building off of that, one of the other things too that I think was a failure is sometimes letting people know everything that you know. And sometimes you got to learn to zip it. There was this poem by Rudyard Kipling called If, and I'm going to play it for you. It was actually something that I included in one of our Kudos magazines. I'd set up these little QR codes so you could scan the magazine and watch videos that correlated with the stories. But I'm going to play this little video clip, and I hope that you find it inspiring, because these are things that I hope for my sons to know so that they can have more peace and goodness in their life. But no matter what, we're going to have failures. And it's important to understand each of these failures that we have is an opportunity for a lesson to improve and to become stellar at what you failed at once, of going back. There's an old cliche, the only time that you really fail is when you stop trying. And it is true. But so often we can get caught into these moments of we expect perfection, and when we don't get it, we consider it a failure. And that's not true. Sometimes those mistakes, those mishaps, can actually be groundwork for you to learn lessons that are going to be vital for something bigger later on down the road. So take each lesson, embrace it, learn to be loving to yourself when you do experience failure. And on the side note, don't ridicule other people when you witness them going through failure. We live in a really cynical world. Sometimes people don't realize that the things that they say, and I'm guilty of this too, the things they say can have an impact on somebody else, especially if they're going through the consequences of being a failure. You're really not. You're still on this beautiful journey of living life, and then taking each step after that failure and turning it into something good. So I hope that that makes sense for you. But on that note, let me play this quick little video. And, hold on, I got to get it set up. Right before I came on live, I had a little mishap with my computer, and I had to reboot. So, all right, so let's get this going. You ready? All right. Rudyard Kipling, I think is his name, and it's called If. One more thing. Let me turn on my audio. Why is this like this? Let me see. Oh boy. If you're here with me still, say hi. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Let me cancel this. Hold on one second, you guys. I had this all set up. I should have checked it before I came back on here. Thought I was going to be slick today. Nope, we don't need that or that. Okay. Um, all right, so I'm putting on this quick little video. I think it's taken me longer to edit this thing. Get it set up again. All right, so let's see if this does it. All right. Criminy. All right, here we go. We're almost there, guys. Boy, oh boy. Did you guys get your video done today? All right. All right, here we go. I keep saying, all right, here we go, here we go, here we go. But no, seriously, you ready? Here we go now. Wait, wait, wait. Let me get my audio back on. Here we go. It's so short, too. Well, it's 3 minutes and 51 seconds. So here we go. Whoops. The audio's not playing. So I had a couple little technical difficulties, but hopefully you had a chance to read through that poem and go check out on YouTube. There's a great narration of that poem. I think you'll like it. But the big thing that I just want to share with you is life is filled with lessons. When you hit a failure, don't be too hard on yourself. You probably will be, but then find ways to bounce back from it, learn from those mistakes, and just keep growing. And I think it's one of the things, like right here, I'm talking about failures and what did I have? Multiple flops, but I'm not going to allow that to stop me from coming and doing the next stream, just because some things technically, I had a couple little glitches and hiccups. That's going to happen in life. So it's going to be important for you and me to remember that. Little hiccups happen. Don't give up. Get back up, learn again, and just keep growing. But I am grateful for all of you that are participating in this Creators 30-Day Challenge. I hope that you're getting some stuff out of it, and I hope that your skill set is improving a little bit each day. All right, that's all I got for you today. In the meantime, be good, be happy, and most definitely be blessed. Bye, guys.
Coming straight out of E-Camp. This is a town for the E-Camp fam.